Hey, yo, BetUS TV is where it's at.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. Yo, before we get started right here, I have to let people know I'm going to play these plays all the way through, so I'm going to get a content ID claim, meaning your boy will be working for free. If you love the content, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all that goodness, but make sure you're supporting quality content as well, because, hey, I'm always trying to bring that hibachi to the fans, right? Now, check this out right here. I had multiple people come to me and tell me that they think Sam Darnold's trash, right? It's one thing to think somebody's trash. It's another entirely different ball of wax, in my opinion, to say that that person can't do certain things. You're saying that Sam Darnold can't throw a deep ball. The fuck out of here. What? It doesn't even make sense. I told you guys, right? I have experience covering this guy back when he was in college. I worked at Trojansports.com for Rivals.com, covering the USC Trojans, of course. And Sam Darnold happened to be, it was his sophomore and junior season I worked there, right? Obviously, then he goes to the Jets, a team that I follow heavily. I know Sam Darnold's skill set like the back of my hand. That's what he can do. He can throw. That dude has an arm. He has a straight-up arm. Let's go through some of these throws right here. The man is the truth. Look at his switch release right here. You'll get a jerk route pretty much right here by the inside receiver. You're going to have Jordan Jefferson right here running a deep corner route, almost like a cell route here, right? You get that switch release. Yeah, these are tough to defend, but you check this right here. Switch release on the corner squat, and look at this right here. Yaka. You cannot tell me that is not absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Give this guy the time. Give him a clean pocket, and look at this right here. Yaka. Oh, my goodness. Dude, that is fantastic. Look at this. This is a tough throw, right? This is a throw my man Action Jackson, Lamar Jackson, specializes in, too. I love this joint right here. Look at this right here. My man doesn't even have to break stride, right? He doesn't even have to telegraph or anything. It's on the perfect trajectory, the perfect shoulder. Look, I'm at the last moment right here. Alligator arm that bad boy as to not telegraph. And look at that, right over Deontay Banks there. That is hard, absolutely hard. One more time, this way. Look at that, Deontay Banks. Oh, he had to look at Darnold and then got him. Look at the product placement. Here's another one. Look at this drawing right here to Jordan Addison. You're going to have an out route here, so you'll see this kind of a two-level concept. Addison coming from the slot here, running a post. So it'll amount to pretty much two deep coverage right here, like some type of two deep shell, and he's going to have to split the difference. And look at this, right? I'm showing these first two because back to the basket play action fake, these bad boys are in the tight windows. Look at this. Jocka. Virgin tight window going vert. Look at this. Back to the basket play action fake, ball in the belly of the beast here. Couldn't even step all the way into it. And look where, oh my God, I buried the lead. Look where it went, right? What's that? It passed to the 43. Dang, I don't know. It might have been like to the freaking 42-yard line or something like that. But where did he start? Look at this. Back to the basket play action fake. Look at that. His back foot is in the end zone. So you know at the very least from a hitch step or something, he might get to the 2-yard line, maybe the 3-yard line with his point and shoot foot. And look at him deliver that bad boy. Look at that. Past the 50, it's continuing to go down. I would give it to the 45, right? Without being able to to step into the throw. Watch. You got people barreling down on him right here on this game. They ran this inside game on here. The interior offensive lineman get bench press, and look at that. Can't totally step into it, so it's more of an arm throw, and it still gets down there. You got the wrong one, Jack. It's like people don't want to do actual analysis. People just want to hate and disguise it as analysis. Like, if that's your analysis, then what exactly are you doing to derive that? You're not watching. Let's be real. You guys aren't watching this shit. You just want to talk some shit about the kid, right? Because he's kind of easy. He's an easy target or something like that. But if you're doing actual analysis, you know that this guy has a big arm, a very big arm under center. So you know Clint Kubiak likes that. And of course, you have dense formation, and then you're gonna have like this two-man concept here. You're gonna have a dig from the outside receiver, then the inside receiver, your boy Justin Jefferson, pretty much running a seam route, right? He runs it the way Justin Jefferson running. Because was that like a 97, 98-yard touchdown or something like that? What are we doing here, right? And we know it's even further than that. Like, if we think about where the ball traveled, as obviously you can't count it being in the end zone, but from what's real, right, with his anchor foot here, the point and shoot foot being 2 and 3 yards in the end zone, him able to actually step into this one right here. Look at this, where the ball lands at. Bang, what, the 48-yard line or something like that? Right, hit him in stride. Man, let's look at it from this direction. Oh, yeah, real quick. We're talking about my man, of course, Oluwatimi, the center. And people were speculating, of course, when the Viking center right here got released, that that would be a target of the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm telling y'all right now, I don't know for sure, but why wouldn't you run with Oluwatimi? He looked good last year, in my opinion, when he faced Sam Darnold. This is what I remember from Sam Darnold when he was 19, 20 years old, right? That's just what he is. He had that type of skill set. That's why he was drafted so high. You can say what you want to say. There's not too many people who predicted his career to go the way it did. He looked like he had the goods to be like, you know what I'm saying, like a Joe Montana type, right? One of those guys. You put it in the West Coast offense, very good athlete. Somebody said he wasn't even a good athlete. That's when I was like, all right, I know what this is about right here, right? It had nothing to do with Sam Darnold. It's just got something to do with Hayden, right? This guy's a damn good athlete. As a matter of fact, check this out. I know what you should be doing, though, and that's getting on over to BetUS TV for all your analysis, picks, and predictions. I've been checking out these boys over here, man, from a wide range of sports. You know I'm a huge baseball fan. I've been seeing what's going on with that. Can't wait for the Phillies opener. Of course, you know I'm a huge combat sports fan. They have a good MMA show as well, where they make picks and predictions. And, of course, football. I saw where they were giving plus 500 for your man Cam Ward to possibly go number 2 to the Cleveland Browns. You think we can have an upset like we had before in the draft? I don't know, man. Maybe you want to take those odds. We'll see what the Tennessee Titans are doing, but we shall see there. But, man, make sure you're up on the action. Make sure you're up on your knowledge at BetUS TV, which March Madness coming to its conclusion. You're going to want to make sure you're over there for your picks, predictions, and analysis. BetUS TV. Now, people pointed out how Sam Darnold gets flustered when pressured. Okay, who doesn't? You know what I mean? That's just what's going to happen. But if you have the ability to do stuff like this, your man Eat at Geno's definitely had the ability to do this a lot, making chicken salad from chicken shit. Look at that. Look at the pocket awareness to detach, still keep his eyes downfield, and then hit Justin Jefferson on the Jakob right there. And he almost tripped. Check it out right here. This is some good pocket elusivity. Look at that. Oh. That's the type of athleticism I'm talking about. That's what I remember from Sam Darnold, even back in college, was his escape ability for one, but his ability to be very mobile in the pocket. Now, that's dead to rights, right? That was poor blitz pickup right here, right? Definitely poor on that game right there. My man's too far inside, not keeping his head on the swivel, and dead to rights, and Sam Darnold makes it happen himself. Look at that. That foot in the ground, reverse course, still keeping his eyes downfield, and then look, throwing off his back foot, throwing off the front foot. Couldn't even really plan on that bad boy. Bang, look at that. The pass was so perfect, it made a man fertilize himself. Look at that. My man right here on the Falcons right here, he straight fertilized himself. Look at that. He's like, oh no, bang. Fertilization, right? He had a weird fertilization going on too right there. What's wrong with his legs? Why his legs all up in the air like that, right? Exotic dancing at its best. What are we doing here? Come on, man. What about throwing the joint off a rocker step, right? Look at him. Receive, boom, right? Stared off the safety, and then look at that. Exactly how you would want to draw something like that up. On the back, look at that. Safety got looked off with the flick of the wrist, perfect. On the outside shoulder. Sometimes it's not just about heaving the ball as far as you can, man. On plays like this, right where you get invert. First of all, I forgot to do the mechanics. So let's look at Sam Darnold's classic mechanics right here. Look at that. Where you hold the ball to your chest plate. Then look at the over-the-top delivery. Point and shoot foot good. Look at that. He's barely stepping into this bad boy. Point and shoot foot, more like a hip rotation. Over the top. Puts mustard on it. While also putting that fine detail on it, right? Look at that. That's hard to defend. That's really, really tough to defend right there. That's some of that spicy brown mustard he put up on that joint right there. So, hey, you're going to hear all kinds of stuff about Sam Darnold. We do not know how it will turn out. I still think, obviously, the Seattle Seahawks have some stuff to do. They have the draft to do it, though. And your man, John Schneider, he killed it. So they can go a number of places in the draft. Definitely want to see them perhaps address that interior offensive line, or maybe they see something on the exterior. You just never know there. And I still think they should add another receiver or two. Right? I keep talking about Dante Thornton, big receiver like that can absolutely fly with that 4.3 flat speed at 6'5", 220 or whatever he is. Come on, man. That would be absolutely perfect there. But we will see how it turns out, man. I have a feeling that Sam Darnold is going to be able to do some very good things in Seattle. And, the haters is going to have to hate on that, right? So we shall see, all right? That being said, much love to everybody out there. Thank you to all my top billing villains, and much love to everybody who supports, sends in that quality content support. You people right there are the real superstars out there, right? None of these people, right, who think they own my content because they watch it, right? Because they click on it. It don't work that way, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Much love to all the real people out there who are real ones out there. All right? Salute.
What more can I say?
Top billing.